What is up, guys? It is Duke, and in this video we are going to be checking out some six-pack warriors. Now when I'm talking about six-pack warriors, I'm talking about two guys right now in the Red Onslaught clan here that when I logged on earlier I saw immediately out of the gate they grabbed 6 packs, 3 stars for both of their attacks. Those two guys happen to be Stephen C and PMok. Basically going through using the same army compositions, both with witches as you see above, to be able to pull in 12 stars right out of the gate for Red Onslaught. As you can see, the war is underway against Crunch Time, a very good opponent. This is an arranged war here, so Red Onslaught taking on Crunch Time. Right now we are in the heart of the Town Hall 9 war attacks. Heavy Town Hall 9 action right now, and it's a 46-37 lead by Red Onslaught, but Crunch Time is about, what, we got 7 attacks behind, so pretty much dead even right now. Both clans are going in, taking out the Town Hall 9s early on, which is of course what you should be doing if you are planning to win your wars here. So I figure, you know what, let's get in, let's check out these 4 attacks here. We're going to show every single 3-star attack by these two gentlemen as we just spoke about. So we're going to jump in. First one we're going to look at is Stephen C. We're going to look at both of his attacks first here. As you can see, 13 witches and 4 healers in his army camps here. So coming in the left hand side with the witches, and on the bottom here creating a nice little funnel for the bowlers to come in from that clan castle. A couple witches, wizards, heroes coming in. This is your standard BoWitch army here that is so popular. And really what I wanted to get into right now, it seems like there's not a ton of parity at the Town Hall 9 level as there was maybe about 2-3 months ago. 2-3 months ago you had loons that were just rocking all over the place. You had hogs that were going crazy. You had witches that were really getting strong and kind of cementing their place at the Town Hall 9 level. But right now there are so many different witch attacks here, which I guess in some regards it might not be as fun because everyone's using the same style of attack. But these competitive wars up here, especially at this level, your goal is to get the 3 stars, to get the win, to go in, not really worry when you're planning out your attack strategy against certain base. You're not saying, well, you know what, everybody's using witches, I'm going to use P.E.K.K.A.s. So that's really not happening. So two things: you go with what you know and you go with what works. So a lot of the guys are really practicing their butts off using these witch slap type of attacks, these BoWitch attacks, going in. They're getting really good with them. They're knowing which bases they hit. And really what I think is that some of these Town Hall 9 base builders are maybe falling behind the times with trying to I guess protect against every style of attack here. And these attacks right here, as you can see by Stephen C, are going in and they're just wrecking the bases. So there's not really much you can do. I hate to knock on those guys. Those guys put in a ton of work, especially with these witches being so overpowered. There's not really much that they can do. I know you had Island Expos going on here. They're sitting in the middle. They're trying to take out, but there's so many of those skeletons that are being spawned up here. As you can see, we still got the healers going on. They're pretty much healing up those witches. It's causing them not to fall, so they're just going nuts, taking out all the defenses, all the storages, all the outlying buildings and whatnot. So really kudos to both sides. Those base builders are trying hard, but these guys are just coming through. It's not like they're logging on once or twice or 3 times a day just to get their attacks in. They're going through and they're practicing. I'm in here with these guys all the time. Even if I'm not active in chat, I'm watching. All they're doing is posting bases nonstop. If that's something that if you're looking to get better at this game, you really have to practice. And these guys do practice a ton. So like I said, they're in there just hours a day, kind of like honing their skill. As you can see, coming in at midnight and 3 p.m. Witches up top, witches on the side, bowlers in the clan castle for Town Hall 9, always a must. creating that nice funnel to bring in the healers, actually to bring in the heroes, and they're going to look to go right into the center of that base. 2 jump spells, jumping them down right across through the center of this base. You always want to really just carve up the center. You really want to take control of that core of the base. Meanwhile, your witches are going to go around from the outsides and just take out the outlying buildings, while in the middle there, those raged up bowlers just go absolutely crazy. Heroes, I keep saying healers because there's so many of healers going on in these type of attacks too. Heroes going in there, getting it done. Really what you can do to defend against them is maybe put some back end splash damage. You want to really watch your placement of your mortars. That's why you see a lot of them on the outside, like you see over here. This guy placed a mortar on the outside on the back end. Really what you're trying to do is guess where your opponent is going to be coming in from. And if you think he's going to be coming in from, say, 2 o'clock, well then over here at 8 o'clock is where you want to put some mortars like you see here. This is pretty good defense for witches, but like I said, they're so overpowered right now because you want to hit them before they get to you. You want to get the witches taken care of before they're spawning up all the skeletons, but it's easier said than done. He had a nice little wizard tower farm on the back end there, which normally you would think that would do just a great job taking care of it, but there's just so much firepower going through, and these witches are so strong. Look at Queen, she still has full health in there. Could have been from healers taking care of her on her path through, but really she's going in there and just taking out this base, and these witches are just non-stop. They are ruthless, they are violent, they are physical. They will come and they will destroy your base. So that was Stephen C getting his six-pack attack warrior, as you see right above here. The next one we're going to get into is PMok, my boy PMok, going through getting his 6-pack here. Here he is number 15 on the war map, going in against number 12. One thing to keep in mind here is that in these wars, especially Red Onslaught versus Crunch Time here, he's number 15. The next attack we're looking at is him going against number 27, which is 12 steps down below on the war map, but that is also a level 30-30 Town Hall 9. So it doesn't really matter where you're hitting on the war map. In these types of wars here, it is all good. You're not seeing any step backs in the bases that you're going against, so everybody's good. Everybody has a strong base here, and sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. So PMok starting from 6 and 3 o'clock with these witches, going through, of course, dropping the witches down, dropping the healers behind, creating the funnel. Going to be bringing in the clan castle and the heroes in on the right hand side, right at that cannon. Looks like he has a golem going in there this time. It looks like Stephen C didn't bring a golem, but PMok is just more comfortable bringing in that golem just to create more of that shield for his guys coming in. Out comes the bowlers, and as you see, there's 2 jump spells, of course. Looks like that funnel is created perfectly. He's going to go right into the center of this base here, and he's going to try and take out that expo, and you have that trip set of wizard towers right in the center there. They are going to look to cause some distraction, cause a delay, and maybe force back that center kill squad. Meanwhile, the witches are going to go off on their own around the sides. Healers are taking care of them. Looks like there is a hound in the clan castle to try and hold up, to slow down the offense, but never really seems to work here. He will try and kite right on top of that golem, which now it's popped up, and you have some pups just rolling through, and Queen's just taking them out if she is not pounding on that wall, which she loves to do. So all kinds of action going on in the center there. Looks like the bowlers are gone, so it's really up to the witches now and the heroes here. King still has about half his health left, and Queen's coming through. She's got some healers on her back, which means a lot of trouble here for Augustus going through, and Queen's going to go ahead and get King's back. Not too many witches left. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 witches left here, and a bowler fronting them. So it looks like it is going to be pretty much curtains for Augustus here going through. Queen's taking out that expo, no problem, right in her face. She's got the healers up behind her, so she's going to go through and she is going to tear up the rest of these defenses. and the Archer Tower is going to do her best, but she's still got the ability, and the ability will be popped in a second. There it goes. Boom. Perfect timing. I would have hit that thing like 10 seconds ago. I'd be pounding on it saying, no way, I'm too nervous. I am a skittish attacker, so I would have hit that thing quick. So PMok is the man, getting a 3-star here. One more attack here we're going to look at from him is at number 27 on the war map. As you can see, have some damage down below. So number 27, it is going to be Matt Jack. So PMok is going to come in a little bit of a different style of a base here, a little bit of a staggered base. We got a troll Tesla coming on the right hand side there. The P.E.K.K.A. statue up top, which they're going to hide behind. They're going to come out, and boom, Witch is on the scene. So 3 o'clock, 12 o'clock, Witch is all over the place here. But hey, you got to love them, especially at the Town Hall 9, Town Hall 10, Town Hall 11 level. So we'll see what Supercell might have in order over the next few weeks, months. What are they going to do? I know we saw a huge Witch buff a couple years, actually a huge Witch nerf a couple years ago, which at the time they weren't as strong as they are now, but they went through and they buffed them and they pretty much wiped them off the face of the Clash of Clans map here. So hopefully that does not happen. Still like them to be viable, but they're so strong right now. As you can see, PMok going right into the center of this base here. Looks like his witches kind of didn't go around the side here. It's like, as you like them to see, you're looking over here on the bottom right hand side. Those witches are in a perfect trajectory of going around the base. The top ones did not. They tried to go into the center. They wanted to join the party with the bowlers and the heroes. They're always getting to go in there and do damage. It looked like the witches wanted to come and join that party, but it looks like they got wiped up. But we do have some in the center there, actually. They're kind of sneaking through there, which you're not used to seeing in these type of attacks here. They're usually flanked off to the side here, but bowlers are still alive. There's really not much left on this base here except opposing troops here. We got a golem getting healed up by the healer up the top. We got Queen pop the ability. We got bowlers floating through. We got witches. We got skeletons. All kinds of stuff going on except defense. That's not going on. So PMok rolling through, making his presence felt. 6-pack warrior for himself here. This one is done. This one is in the books here. Looks like Stephen C and PMok, they can go ahead and they can put their device down and they can just chill, knowing that they got 2 6-packs actually for the squad here at Red Onslaught. So we'll see how this war goes here. Both Red Onslaught and Crunch Time are CWL participants. Looks like Crunch Time is going into the non-dip league here, so which will be starting up soon. I think it's maybe starting this weekend, so keep your eyes on that. Check out what's going on. Red Onslaught is not participating, but the big clan, Bada Bing Clan, is participating, so keep your eyes and ears peeled to the channel. Make sure you're checking out my buddy EchoThruMe. He is going to be covering Bada Bing as they are in I think it's like the professional division over at the non-dip league here. So what the no dip league is, it is going to be pretty much just as it says. No dips. So 11s versus 11s, 10 versus 10s, 9 versus 9s. That's going to be some awesome wars here. No dipping. So 11s, you got to get your game on going after those 11s and 10s. It's time to really sharpen your swords to get back into the next season of CWL, so we can see more Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 triples. I hope you guys really liked the video. Pop a like if you're liking what these guys are doing, and we will catch you guys later.